Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be working on fixing this John Deere lawnmower hood. This is a very common problem. If you have a John Deere lawnmower, you probably know what I'm talking about. If they sit out in the sun or anything, this plastic is just so brittle it breaks apart very easy. It's off a X304. It's one of the zero turn type mowers. This whole thing is just cracked all over the place. I'm going to show you guys how to fix it. First thing you want to do, get you one of these plastic little welding guns. I got this one off eBay. It was only like 24 bucks. It has a bunch of these little things like this. I'll show you how to weld it together. Alright, so this is very easy to do. As you can see, I already did a few of them. This is a crack going all the way down here. So I got my little piece loaded in right here. What you're going to do is put it on here, squeeze the trigger, and it doesn't take long. It starts melting into the plastic. And once you get about halfway in it, just do a little turn, pull it off, and there you go. And it literally like welds the plastic together, and it's pretty strong. So what I'll do afterwards, I'll cut all these little pieces of wire off, and you can go over it with some fiberglass resin or in some cloth, and it'll be super strong. Here's what it looks like on the outside. You're still gonna see the crack. You can like wet sand and buff that out if you want to, but I don't really care. I just want to get the hood back together. So to get all these other cracks, I'm gonna go ahead and take this piece out, and let's get going on welding this thing back together. Alright, so I got all the plastic welded. Now, the previous owner, I guess this broke off. I don't know where it's at, so I'm going to fiberglass this hole closed. This thing isn't going to be, it's not for looks. It's mainly just to keep the water out of the engine. You put all this tape and stuff on here. I'm going to pull all that stuff off, and it's not going to be perfect, but, you know, at least I'll have a hood. These things are expensive. They're like freaking $1,000 for a whole new hood. And even used ones for like $500, so I'm just gonna see if I can fix this guy. Alright, got this covered up so the fiberglass doesn't bleed through. Now I'm going to start clipping these little metal tabs off. I'm going to start fiberglassing everything. Now we're going to go ahead and get our fiberglass matting. After you cut all your little pieces, get your fiberglass matting, cut it to size here. Just going to cut some strips out of it. Alright, so now you're ready to mix up your fiberglass resin. This stuff will dry very quickly, so you got to work kind of fast with it. A couple drops here. Hardener. All right. Start mixing it up. Like I said, this hood isn't going to be perfect. It's just to really get a cover over the engine, so that way water doesn't get in the carburetor. Alright, I'm gonna work on that. So I didn't get on camera, but I went ahead and bonded the top of it, and the reason why is because previous owner had like this gluey tape on it, is like window flashing tape or something, and I could pull the plastic, this stuff part off, but like it left this really sticky residue that I could not get off, and it was I tried scraping it. You see I tried all kinds of different chemicals. I tried WD-40, I tried with the razor knife trying to get it off. I couldn't. I got like some of it off, but the only other option I had to do was pretty much bond over the whole thing, and that covered the cracks and stuff too. So your repair should come out a whole lot better than mine because you didn't have all the tape on it. But I'm gonna sand this all down and see what it looks like, and then I got some old John Deere green paint from Tractor Supply. I'll just over the whole thing, and we should be good to go. All right, let's get to work on sanding this. Alright, so I went ahead and sanded it down and put some primer on it, some filling primer. I'm gonna go ahead and get that sanded down. Now on y'all's you know, if I didn't have this big hole in this thing to begin with and all this like tape goo and stuff on here, I wouldn't have even had to have put Bondo and primer on this. For yours, you can just plastic weld the cracks, and then you can actually just polish them, you know, with some polishing wheels and stuff, and you'll be good to go. You don't even have to paint it. But in my case, I have to do all this work, so yours should theoretically turn out better than this one. But I went ahead and stripped all the lights and all that other stuff off it. So let me get this sanded down. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot some paint on it. This ain't gonna look perfect, and I don't really expect it to. Just, like I said, just trying to get something to cover the engine up so water doesn't get all in it. And these things are very expensive for a used one. They're like $500 just for this shell. For a new one, just for a shell, it's like $1,000. I mean, who wants to spend that on a lawnmower? It's just not worth it. If I spent more time on this thing, I could do a much better job, but you know, it is what it is. Don't want to put too much time and money into it. I just wish the previous owner didn't put all that sticky tape on it, and I wish that cracked piece in the center wasn't missing, because it would have turned out a whole lot nicer. Going to do a light coat on this and let it dry, and I'll do another coat. Alright, I'm going to let that dry up. I'll probably do another coat. I'd even do like a little wet sand on it. We'll see. But at least I got a hood now. And I mean, it's not perfect, but there's definitely some spots that aren't 100% perfect, but it'll serve its purpose. What I need done. Oh, thing is, all this stuff keeps sticking to it. Probably should have did this in a better spot. All these bugs keep sticking to it. I turn the fan on, maybe it'll keep some away, but I don't know. All right, y'all. When this dries, I'll be back. And here we are, all painted. Could probably use a clear coat on it, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the plastic and lights and everything on it. And let's get it on the tractor. Let's do a little bit of that YouTube magic real quick. Alright, that's more like it. Let's see if we can work some more magic. Oh hell, this YouTube magic stuff is pretty cool. Let's try it out again. This time I wish for $1 million. A penny? Come on now. I thought this YouTube magic stuff worked better than that. Oh well, maybe another day. Anyway, here's the lawnmower. It's not perfect or anything, but you know, it'll be alright. I really like this lawnmower. It's a 4-wheel steer. That's pretty cool. That thing, it's like a 0 turn, but in a like a regular riding mower configuration. Anyway, let's take this thing for a little ride. See how it does. This thing's really quiet. It has a Kawasaki engine in it. Got the hydrostatic. Check out this turning radius on this thing. Question for you guys that have these hydrostatic lawnmowers. Is it supposed to make a whine like that when you take off slow? I'm only giving a little bit of throttle here, but are they supposed to do that? And it doesn't do it like super loud or anything. Alright, let's get some grass on this thing. Alright guys, there it is. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But it'll work just fine for what I need to use it for. I really like this lawnmower, by the way. This thing is super fun to drive. It's like a 0 turn. It's just like, it's really comfy to drive. Really like it. You know, I picked this thing up off Facebook Marketplace. I got a pretty good deal. I got this, another lawnmower, and a side-by-side, and I got a video of that coming up here shortly. It's gonna need some engine work, so y'all stay tuned for that. Also got a video coming out on part 2 of the 8N tractor. Little heads up, I did get it running, so y'all stay on the lookout for that, and I will see you guys on the next video. Later.